It would no longer be required to be taught to students. It includes Hillary Clinton, Helen Keller, and Oprah Winfrey. But the list is not just limited to women. There are also prominent men like El Paso astronaut Danny Olivas and the Navajo Code Talkers. Now, this is all preliminary, according to the State Board of Education rep Georgina Perez, who says she supports a reform of history standards, and here's why.
Students have about 140 days to learn all of these concepts. However, comparing to other ninth grade courses like biology, geometry, and English 1, where there are 49 to 62 standards that our students must master.
A spokesperson for the Texas Education Agency tells me the official public comment period on this starts in October, meaning feedback can be emailed or called in. And Bettis says she encourages any type of feedback on the matter until the board has to make its final vote in November. Stephanie Safer, News Channel 9.
There are an awful lot of questions, inconsistencies, gaps, and that's why, to be fair to both, we need to know what happened.
And it looks like we will all hear the details of a woman's sexual assault claims against Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. Now, both are set to testify next Monday at a public hearing in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee. Kavanaugh's accuser, California professor Christine Blasey Ford, told the Washington Post a teenaged Kavanaugh was stumbling drunk at a house party in the 1980s, pinned her to a bed and groped her. She added, quote, "I thought he might inadvertently kill me." Kavanaugh strongly denies any wrongdoing in a statement, calling it completely false allegations, writing, quote, "I have never done anything like what the accuser describes to her or to anyone." President Trump is upset at Democrats for the timing of the allegations and continues to stand behind his pick to serve on the nation's highest court.
One of the finest people that I've ever known. I wish the Democrats could have done this a lot sooner because they had this information for many months.
And Democrats are calling for the vote on Kavanaugh's confirmation to be postponed. When asked today if Kavanaugh should withdraw, the president called that a ridiculous question.
Back here at home, parishioners at Juan Las Cruces Church are shocked and confused after hearing their priest is under investigation. According to the Catholic Diocese of Las Cruces, Father Rogelio Martinez was placed on administrative leave by Bishop Oscar Cantu following multiple allegations. He's the pastor of St. Genevieve Parish. The allegations were reported to the Doña Ana County District Attorney's Office. An internal investigation will be conducted at the same time as the criminal investigation into the allegations.
I find it very hard to believe, and until it's proven beyond a shadow of a doubt, I am loyal to them both, to our parish, and I pray that God will see us through this.
And I believe that sometimes we as humans do mistakes. It's hard for us to hear that, but we should pray for them.
The diocese is asking those who may have been abused by anyone associated with the church to call police. And that news from Las Cruces comes as new sex abuse claims emerged today involving clergy in the Roman Catholic Church. A media report in the Netherlands linked half the cardinals and bishops who served between 1945 and 2010 to sex abuse cases. Over the weekend, the Vatican ordered a man accused of sexually abusing minors removed from the priesthood. He had already been suspended after an investigation into his behavior. The Vatican's decision cannot be appealed.
Sunlight is the best disinfectant for this issue, and the lack of transparency, the hiding of cases, and the refusal to face up to this problem has been at the root of the issue.
Pope Francis has signaled that he'll take action to end abuse and the, quote, culture of cover-up in the church. He has called a summit with presidents of bishop conferences in the Vatican for February of next year.
Well, back to the Emmys. Me Too wasn't the only movement getting attention on the red carpet tonight. Blackish star and Broadway legend Jennifer Lewis skipped the formal evening gown in favor of some Nike gear to show her support for Colin Kaepernick. She told Variety before the ceremony, quote, "I am wearing Nike to applaud them for supporting Colin Kaepernick and his protest against racial injustice and police brutality." Well, back in the borderland, a local nonprofit looking to make some good out of protests against Nike's ad featuring the controversial quarterback got a big donation today. In a post on its Facebook page, Shine On El Paso says the Men's Warehouse in Las Cruces donated a rack of menswear and shoes for its clothing drive for local veterans. children, shelters, and the homeless. Basically, anybody who needs clothes or shoes this winter. Now, as we first told you last month, Shine On organized the drive after people started burning and throwing away their Nike products in protest over the Kaepernick ad. Donations can be made at the Cynthia R. Lopez Immigration Law Office on Schuster near UTEP. We have the information right now on our website. That's ktsm.com. All right, well, another amazing summer night in the borderland, but we haven't seen rain in a few days. That could change, though.
To find out when you might need to have an umbrella handy, we turn to your local weather authority meteorologist, Monica Cortez.
Good evening, Daniel, Natasha. Well, right now we're starting to see some of those gusts really beginning to pick up across the Sun City. 80 degrees as your current air temperature at the airport. 25-mile-per-hour gusts with winds coming in from the southeast at about 13 miles per hour. So not only are we a little gusty, we're also a little breezy at this hour. 80 degrees in Las Cruces, nice calm winds out there. And well, for tonight, we'll keep it breezy. We will be seeing 10 to 15 mile-per-hour winds. We could potentially be seeing up to 30 mile-per-hour gusts as the night progresses. We do expect to see 70 degrees as your forecast overnight low. And for the next few days, we are looking at rain chances increasing across the borderland area. I'll tell you when we expect to see some heavy rainfall associated with some possible flooding this week. And thaw coming up a little later in this newscast.
This case does not reflect the hard-working men and women of the Border Patrol, since they're the ones that are out there all the time helping us. They had an isolated matter with this individual in itself, but it surely doesn't reflect all of them.
Deputies in the Rio Grande Valley defending the U.S. Border Patrol after one of its agents is accused of murdering 4 people over the last 2 weeks.
I told you about this last night. Investigators say the woman who could have become his 5th victim escaped and contacted law enforcement. News Channel 9's Wes Rappaport has the latest tonight from Laredo.
Hi there. Authorities here in Webb County call it a crime of opportunity, saying the suspect, Customs and Border Patrol agent Juan David Ortiz, preyed on sex workers.
Ortiz carried out these murders in a cold and callous way.
The Webb County community mourns the loss of 4 people. Officials publicly identified 3 of them: 29-year-old Melissa Ramirez, 42-year-old Claudine Ann Luera, and 28-year-old Humberto Ortiz.
Viciously shot him.
As law enforcement closed in, they say Ortiz took off.
And he was looking at a confrontation. Thank God that didn't happen. Perpetrator made a mistake, and law enforcement capitalized on it.
The next steps for investigators figure out why a Border Patrol agent assigned to Laredo since 2009 would target people in the community he served.
Part of our mission to find out why he did this. It's difficult to get into the mind of a killer.
He knew the victims, and the victims knew him.
I believe he's got one minor allegation against them and investigation, but it's certainly nothing to indicate this sort of behavior.
Congressman Henry Cuellar, who represents this area, said he wants the agency to focus on hiring practices. That's something its chief says is happening.
It is of utmost importance to all of us that we hire the right individuals.
Ortiz is being held on bond in the Webb County Jail totaling $2.5 million. He's also suspended without pay indefinitely. Reporting in Laredo, I'm Wes Rappaport.
All right, coming up, we're going to tell you what's floating in the floodwaters after Hurricane Florence.
Hope it won't give you nightmares. Thanks for choosing News Channel 9.
Follow us on Instagram, KTSM TV.
Football fans are ready for the season. We at Martin Tire are ready to serve you. When you purchase tires at Martin Tire, you get free lifetime rotations, computer balance, air checks, and 1-year roadside assistance. We offer stress-free financing options with our Martin Tire credit card, and also up to 90-day payment option with no credit needed and no interest. Martin Tire Company, we are ready to serve you. El Paso, Las Cruces, and Alamogordo.
Need tires? Think Martin.
Wainwright Injury Lawyers, winning injured Texans the most money possible for over 30 years.
I was at the eye doctor when a car crashed into the wall and hit me. I had shoulder and knee injuries.
Call Power Lawyer Wainwright, doing what it takes to win your case.
Wainwright got me $246,599.
Get the right lawyer right now, right here in El Paso.
I'm thankful for Wainwright for making my life better.
Call Wainwright Injury Lawyers 24/7, 881-1234.
Medical records and personal health information have never been more important. Organizing and managing these files is critical for billing and compliance purposes by healthcare providers, government agencies, and insurance companies. The medical billing and coding program at Western Tech prepares you to do just that. With 50% instruction in the classroom and 50% online, you can test for professional NHA, AAPC, or AHIMA certifications. Visit westerntech.edu to get started.
It's one of the oldest rivalries in college football. KTSM's coverage of the Battle of I-10 between UTEP and NMSU kicks off September 16th. Then, join us for a live pregame show inside the Sun Bowl on game day, Saturday, September 22nd, only on News Channel 9.
My job is not only bringing you local news from the anchor desk, but stepping out into the action. And we bring you local news on the events you care about because we're right there with you. Hurricane Florence is long gone, but what's left of the devastating storm continues to wreak havoc across the Carolinas. Emergency workers are rushing into cities as residents struggle with the aftermath of a storm that drenched the region with record rainfall, damaged tens of thousands of homes, and delivered floodwaters that may not recede for days. It's so bad the city of Wilmington, North Carolina is virtually cut off tonight, with floodwaters pushing higher in some communities as the rains flow into rivers and rush downstream.
And if that's not bad enough, we have some video showing what's floating right now in some of the floodwaters. Look at that right there. You're looking at ant islands. Reporters are covering the storm and its aftermath. They're tweeting images of the floating ant fortresses. Look at that. Here's what an expert to explain how it happens. He actually says as the water level rises, the ants cling to each other, forming a living raft. Now, the expert says the islands are possible because an ant's body is waxy and water resistant. The ants also take turns being on the top and the bottom of the island. Yikes.
Yeah, and I've actually seen also there's a lot of snakes in that water too, so a lot of danger there. Nothing like that here though.
No snakes in the water here for sure. But you know what? We are dealing with a little bit of a breeze this evening here across the borderland area. Check it out. We are seeing about 25-mile-per-hour gusts in El Paso. Not too bad. You really won't be feeling it too much for today, and it won't stay with us too long either. So that's the good news. But those breezes will. 13-mile-per-hour winds in El Paso at this hour. 7-mile-per-hour winds in Las Cruces. So what's causing this? We do have just a few storms trying to brew across the borderland area. That's where it'll come from. But other than that, a very nice rainy evening for the Sun City tonight. And then tomorrow we'll begin to see some of this rain really beginning to pick up, mainly in the evening hours. But for tonight, we do expect to see an overnight low of 70 degrees in El Paso, 65 in Deming. So mild conditions overall. We do have this high pressure system. It has shifted towards the north. So that's going to allow us to see this tropical air moving on through. That's what's going to spark those rain chances for tomorrow night into Wednesday, once again Thursday. Of course, we need a trigger, and it's right here as well. It comes in as an upper wave. This is basically going to help us trigger some of these storms later on Tuesday night, and then we'll see those better rain chances moving in on Wednesday as this humid air continues to accumulate right over the borderland area. And because this is tropical air moving in, we do have the opportunity of seeing heavy rainfall for the Sun City and the Mesilla Valley Wednesday, Thursday, and then thankfully clearing out nicely by Friday. But this does mean the possibility of flooding. For tomorrow, we're forecasting a high of 93 degrees in the Sun City with a 20% chance of rain. So we'll see a slight increase in rain chances for El Paso, slight increase in rain chances in Las Cruces as well at a 30% chance of rain. Much better rain chances out towards the east up in the mountain areas. 50% chance of rain for Ruidoso and Cloudcroft for tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours. Tuesday, we do expect to hit 73 degrees for the start of your 8 o'clock hour. Another mild start to a morning here for the borderland area. We will begin to feel a little humid at that point in time. Then come lunchtime, we expect to hit about 84 degrees at that point in time. Distant storms already beginning to form across the borderland area. You'll definitely see an increase in cloud cover, and then by the end of your day, 93 degrees, we will begin to see those storms really beginning beginning to brew across the borderland area. According to this particular microcast model, we expect to see something beginning to form around 6 o'clock in the evening tomorrow. And then the big weather event comes in on Wednesday with those strong storms. Heavy rainfall coming out of these storms around 2 o'clock tomorrow, lasting into the evening hours for much of El Paso, much of Las Cruces, and then we'll see round 2 coming in on Thursday. As for the rest of your 9-day forecast, 88 degrees on Wednesday, 81 on Thursday. We'll slowly begin to see rain chances tapering off Friday and well into the weekend. Thankfully, we stay in those 80s well through Sunday.
All right, thank you, Monica. In the age of buying online, sometimes the local mom and pop shops go unnoticed.
But Amazon is looking to fix that. Branching out, the new way the online giant is helping you buy local from the comfort of your own home.
Plus, holiday hiring, when you need to show up at your local Target ready to work if you're looking for a job during the holidays. You're watching News Channel 9.
I'm Daniel Marin. Watch KTSM evenings at 5, 6, and 10.
The 2018 Ultimate Football Guide. Get all the football schedules from NFL to college and local high schools. See this season's Fine 9, our top 9 players to watch. Detailed write-ups on all the NFL teams, including prospects on the Dallas Cowboys. Preview what's ahead for the UTEP Miners, NMSU Aggies, and Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The 2018 Ultimate Football Guide. Get your free copy at all Viva Auto Group locations.
You've always wanted refrigerated air comfort, but we're afraid of the cost and more afraid of the electric bill. 1 Hour Air LC can convert the average home to refrigerated air for $89 per month. The incredible thing is this 1 Hour Air LC package includes solar, so your electric bill drops by about $100 per month. Paying $89 per month and saving $100 per month means you get refrigerated air and solar plus more money in your pocket. Call 1 Hour Air LC today.
Pima Medical Institute, the campus dedicated exclusively to careers in the medical field, is now in El Paso. Pima Medical offers hands-on training in a variety of healthcare programs. Explore careers in veterinary, radiography, medical and dental assisting, plus much more. Associate degrees and 9-month certificate programs are available to help you reach your goals quickly. An exciting journey awaits. Take the first step to changing your life. Visit pmi.edu.
La Gran Fiesta, September 21st through the 23rd in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Featuring A.B. Quintanilla, celebrates Southern New Mexico's traditions, music, and great food. Visit KTSM.com's Community tab for more information.
The Auto Racing Challenge is here. Visit KTSM.com and register for your chance to win some awesome prizes. Just pick the winning drivers each week and you will be in the fast lane to victory. The Auto Racing Challenge is sponsored by Wyatt Underwood Law Firm.
We haven't even hit Halloween yet, but Target is already preparing for the holidays. That means there may be a new job in your future. The retailer will be expanding its seasonal workforce by hiring 120,000 holiday workers this year. A majority of available positions will be dedicated to fulfilling online orders at distribution centers. In-store positions will primarily focus on restocking shelves and helping customers locate items. The move follows a 40% increase in online sales during the second quarter of this year. If you're interested, mark your calendars. Hiring events will begin at Target stores nationwide from October 12th through October 14th. Meantime, the other big U.S. retailer is helping the relief effort in the wake of Hurricane Florence. Walmart trucks loaded with thousands of cases of water and supplies are rolling to areas of the Carolinas devastated by Hurricane Florence. So far, Walmart has shipped nearly 3 million cases of water to the region. That's in addition to 1 million packs of batteries, 2 million boxes of cereal, and 5 million cans of fruits and vegetables. Walmart and Sam's Club are also matching customer donations for hurricane relief. For each dollar donated, Walmart will donate $2 up to $5 million through September 21st. You can donate in stores and online.
Amazon is introducing a new shopping experience for customers. It's called Amazon Storefronts. You can shop a collection of more than 1 million products from nearly 20,000 small and medium-sized American-owned businesses, including a number from El Paso and Las Cruces. The businesses were selected based on customer ratings. It's a way for smaller companies to showcase their goods and not get lost among the millions of items that Amazon sells. Now, among the product categories are Halloween, home, pet supplies, books, and others. Each week, Storefronts will highlight a featured business with a fun video to introduce the many faces and types of businesses available. But it's not all good news for Amazon tonight. The e-retailer is under fire for a scandal involving its product reviews. The Wall Street Journal reports some employees offered to delete negative postings for payment. The employees are also accused of trying to sell internal data. Most of the interested buyers were independent merchants out of China. Amazon is investigating. The company says it has a zero-tolerance policy for such breaches. Well, no matter the record, the game is what really counts.
And KTSM will be there to cheer along with you. Battle of I-10, what you can expect when News Channel 9 goes on the road for the game between UTEP and NMSU. You're watching a special early edition of News Channel 9 at 10.
News Channel 9. Visit us at KTSM.com.
The demons of addiction had taken me hostage.
Needed alcohol or I was going to die.
The drugs and the alcohol was tearing me apart.
Addicts can recover. Addicts do recover. At the Watershed, we believe in recovery. We believe that every addict deserves the opportunity to be healed. We've helped thousands of patients recover from this seemingly hopeless state of mind and body. Our team of addiction professionals will address the underlying causes of your addiction while treating you with dignity and respect in a safe and comfortable environment.
Our promise is we never impose a financial hardship upon patients. We work with major medical insurance companies and we'll make treatment affordable. You can do it. Do it today. So there's no reason to wait one more day. The time to call is now. So call the Watershed today.
Don't wait until 2019 to start your new career. Enroll today at Southwest University. Late fall registration is now open. The last day to enroll is September 21st. With degrees in nursing, x-ray, sonography, and ophthalmic technology, it's never been a better time to start your new career. Last day to enroll is September 21st. Visit us at southwestuniversity.edu or call us at 778-4001. Southwest University makes you happen.
At our house, we keep things running smoothly. But when it comes to our family's health, we depend on UMC's clinics for all our healthcare needs. So now we can stay on top of our checkups, get physicals and immunizations, quality physical therapy and rehabilitation, and convenient on-site lab work for all of us. Plus access to a full retail pharmacy, all under one roof. That's why UMC's clinic in my community is our family's new medical home.
Well, the old saying goes, when it comes to rivalry games, throw the records out the window. We're just days away from the Battle of I-10 between the UTEP Miners and the NMSU Aggies. News Channel 9 will be at the Sun Bowl for a special live pregame show this Saturday. We're going to bring you exclusive stories on both teams leading up to kickoff at 5:30 p.m. So you can join Sports Director Andy Morgan, Colin Deaver, Ed Stansberry, and the rest of the KTSM team. Again, that's coming up this Saturday beginning at 5 p.m.
And all that rain should pass by then, right?
Yeah, so we should have great weather for the weekend. As a matter of fact, we're just going to have to get through Wednesday and Thursday before we're in for some clear weather that weekend. As a matter of fact, here is your 9-day forecast. We are looking at 93 degrees, your forecast high for today. For tomorrow, I should say, 20% chance of rain. Then those better rain chances kick in Wednesday, Thursday. You'll have about a 50 to 60% chance of rain. Now, this doesn't mean that there's a 50% chance of it happening. It actually means that quite a bit of people are going to get to enjoy some of this rain Wednesday, Thursday. And what's more is that some of this rain can produce potential flooding. So sandbags is a great time to get them right now. You definitely want to grab your sandbags. And then we should begin to taper off Friday, leading up to just an isolated mountain storm on Saturday.
Okay, 60%. That seems pretty
widespread.
Pretty widespread. Okay.
So again, turn around, don't drown. I know we hear that a lot, but if you're driving out there, the roads can flood, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
All right. We are back right after this break with News Channel 9 at 10. We'll see you then.
Sponsored by Glasheen, Vyas, and Inderman Injury Lawyers.
Like us on Facebook, KTSM News Channel 9. The KTSM Football Frenzy Challenge is back. Pick your pros for a weekly prize, and the best of the best will receive a grand prize of $50,000. Test your skills by entering at KTSM.com. Contest is sponsored by KTSM and Martin Tires 9 Overtime, covering all the local players from El Paso to Las Cruces, along with highlights, scores, and game plans. KTSM and Martin Tires 9 Overtime, Fridays at 10:15 p.m.
KTSM News Channel 9 is giving you the chance to win 2 tickets to the 2018 Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta in October, plus a 2-night stay at the Isleta Resort and Casino with shuttle and a $100 gift card. Visit KTSM.com and click on our contest tab to register.
This is KTSM News Channel 9 at 10.
Well, the family is left without a place to stay after fire rips through their Northeast El Paso home. I'm Daniel Mudding.
And I'm Natasha Paloma. The fire broke out around 5 p.m. on Raleigh Drive. This is near Hondo Pass and Railroad Drive. This is video sent to us by a viewer. Dark black smoke could be seen from far away, flames ripping through the back part of the house. The El Paso Fire Department says no injuries were reported. No word yet on the cost of the damage, and the cause of the fire remains under investigation. Tonight we know the name of the man killed in a house fire in West El Paso. Investigators with the El Paso Fire Department say the victim is 65-year-old Phil Kenrick. As we reported, the fire happened last Thursday at a home on Villa Vanessa. Investigators say at least half of the house collapsed, with damage estimated at $138,000. Kenrick's official cause of death is still being determined by the medical examiner.
Now we've learned more about the 22-year-old man accused in what police are calling a triple murder in central El Paso last week. Juan Fausto Casares is charged with shooting and killing 3 teenagers after police say 2 of the teens attacked him and stabbed him. This happened Friday along the 3600 block of Lincoln Avenue. The victims, identified as Ricardo and Emmanuel del Moro and Leslie Ibarra. Now, according to court documents dug up by the KTSM digital team, Casares was already scheduled to go to trial tomorrow for an alleged jailhouse assault that happened back in March. Casares, who was locked up at the jail annex on a probation violation, is accused of beating up a 38-year-old inmate after that inmate was accused of stealing a bag of potato chips. 2 other inmates charged in the beating have pleaded guilty, according to county records. Casares remains in custody on a $1 million bond for last week's shooting.
Parishioners at One Las Cruces Church reacting tonight after an investigation is launched against its priest. Listen to this.
Surprising. We're all in disbelief.
Parishioners of the St. Genevieve Parish in Las Cruces.
It's sadder because you believe in these people so much.
Shocked and confused after their priest is accused of sexual misconduct with adults.
This is too close to home.
Here's what we know. According to the Las Cruces Diocese, Father Rogelio Martinez was placed on administrative leave by Bishop Oscar Cantu following multiple allegations.
I just don't believe it.
Lucy Leiva says she stands behind Martinez.
I've known him for too long. He's never displayed any signs of impropriety or misconduct.
Longtime churchgoer Ana Reyes says she'll continue to pray about it.
And I believe that sometimes we as humans do mistakes. It's hard for us to hear that, but we should pray for them.
The allegations were reported to the Doña Ana County District Attorney's Office. A criminal investigation will run at the same time as an internal investigation.
New at 10, an Alamogordo man survives a rollover crash but is then hit and killed by a car while standing on the side of the road. This happened yesterday morning on Highway 82 between Alamogordo and Cloudcroft. Police say 35-year-old Jason Clapper was speeding when he rolled over. He sustained only minor injuries in the crash and was able to get out of his car. Investigators say Clapper was standing in a dark area when he was then hit by a car. The driver of the vehicle that hit him will not face any charges. All right, time now for another check of weather.
We had a nice start to the week, but big changes are coming. Your local weather authority meteorologist Monica Cortez is standing by.
Good evening, Natasha and Daniel. Well, rain chances, they're definitely on the way. We're going to see them increasing for tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, we expect to see some heavy rainfall coming down associated with these storms. And of course, for El Paso, that does mean the possibility of flooding. So now would be the perfect time to stock up on some sandbags, as you will be needing them Wednesday and once again on Thursday. But right now, if you are heading on out, we are seeing gorgeous weather all around. 70 degrees is your forecast. Overnight low for the Sun City. Another mild night for El Paso with breezy conditions coming in later on tonight, 10 to 15 miles per hour. But I will be detailing the timing of these storms a little later in this newscast.
All right, Monica, thank you very much. More than 1,000 families separated at the border as a result of the Trump administration's zero-tolerance policy are going to get a second chance to apply for asylum. The U.S. government reached an agreement over the weekend to allow parents whose claims were rejected to reapply. The settlement comes after a number of lawsuits were filed on behalf of asylum seekers claiming to have been rejected by immigration authorities after interviews during which they said they were traumatized after being separated from their children. Local State Rep Mary Gonzalez says this is a step in the right direction. In a statement sent to us, she says, quote, "Though this settlement is an initial step in acknowledging the trauma, chaos, and persecution faced by migrant families over the past few months as a direct result of the cruel immigration policy, it does not do enough to fully rectify the situation." According to federal court filings, hundreds of children remain separated from their parents.
And immigration was front and center at UTEP today. The university hosted local leaders to talk about the importance of immigration in our community. The event focused on the new findings from the New American Economy Organization's Cities Index, which focuses on the role of immigration and the role it plays in the economy of the largest cities in the United States. El Paso received a low ranking in economic prosperity, which focused on immigrants providing for themselves and their family.
Gathering information, and they're creating an opportunity for all of us to stop everything we're doing and think about this issue of the economy and immigration and how they interface.
El Paso received a badge of distinction in the category of civic participation. Who your kids learn about in history class is in the hands of the State Board of Education.
And there's a controversy tonight after a list of who may not make the cut, including some prominent women in history. News Channel 9's Stephanie Safer live with a story you're only going to see on News Channel 9.
In just a few weeks, the Board of Education will decide if the stories of the historic figures on 18 pages will be required to be taught in Texas schools.
To the class. Helen Keller and Hillary Clinton are women who defied odds, women who have been told that it's not possible, and yet they stepped up.
There are also two of the historic figures the Texas Board of Education may be dropping from social studies curriculums across the state. A concerning move for some.
I think for the State Board of Education to consider this, like who gets to decide which women don't count, which voices to take out, and how does that affect our youth?
An unimaginable one for others.
Helen Keller, she was a story that I grew up hearing my whole entire childhood, from elementary, middle school, high school.
But a step toward reform for State Board member Georgina Perez.
To clarify, we are not removing anybody from textbooks. As a matter of fact, we're not calling for publishers to issue textbooks until 2023.
Perez says students are currently having to meet 130 standards in U.S. history content compared to about 49 or 62 in other subjects like biology. According to the Texas Education Agency, this was only a preliminary vote to help minimize the social studies standards that must be met by the end of the year, meaning if a teacher wanted to teach their students about Helen Keller, Hillary Clinton, or Oprah Winfrey, who is also on the list, they could. It's just not required.
This reform is something that I'm very proud of. My goal is to provide teachers with excellent content, concepts, and ensure that we're setting up our students for success.
The list is not just limited to women. It also includes prominent men like El Paso astronaut Danny Olivas and the Navajo Code Talkers. A spokesperson for the Texas Education Agency tells me the official public comment period on this starts in October, and that means feedback can be mailed or called in or given to a local State Board of Education member until the week of the final vote, November 13th.
Stephanie is safe for News Channel 9.